Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, good morning. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade, where we don't want you to work a little harder. We want you to work less and earn more. And we help you do that by teaching you how to currency trade using our proprietary trading indicators. They're simple and accurate. And they've been around 16 plus years now. And when you know how to use them, they'll help you make money. We are so confident in that that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money. It is Thursday morning, July 31st, 6:30 in the morning. So glad you could be with me so bright and early. What we're going to do this morning is I am going to walk you through one of our dozen different trade strategies, and we'll see if there's a good trade setup. And if there is, we'll take it. Purpose here is I do go a little slower on this trade so that you can learn, understand what I'm doing, and copy it and replicate it. Before we get going, we need to listen to this guy, and then we will be on our way.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
As I mentioned a minute ago, we have been doing this 16 plus years. During that time, we have developed a curriculum that focuses on just what you need to know to get from point A to point B. And that's the part of the value of what we deliver. We figured out what you need to know to make money at this. We teach using videos. We teach using group sessions. We teach with personalized one-on-one instruction, which is really the most efficient and effective way to learn anything. And we use these live trade sessions as a way of teaching. Where an experienced trader like myself comes online and walks you through their process, and by watching them do their analysis, it becomes something that you can copy and replicate. I do 3 live trades a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning. We're in the Thursday morning one now, and Monday afternoon. Every afternoon at 4:15, as long as it isn't a holiday, I send out a overnight trade setup at 9:30 in the morning. I also take a look at the charts, and if there's a trade there, I do a short video. It's not as detailed as my walkthrough on the live trade, but you see what I'm looking at in terms of how I decided to take the trade. When you become a member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a trade. Every afternoon at 6 p.m. we do a trade. And you can see we have lots of sessions where we do group training. Constant coaching is one of the keys to getting better at something. pros practice the fundamentals. They're very, very good, but they still go back and practice the fundamentals. So this constant coaching is very helpful. And then every morning between 8:30 and noon, we have a trade pattern alert where we send out a high probability trade. It uses a different strategy than the one we're going to be looking at today. I like to work off of a checklist, and that checklist helps me make sure I don't forget anything. During the session, generally, I don't take questions because I'm just focused on trying to find and execute the trade. But questions are important. Questions are good. Questions are how you get better. So to ask me questions, just jump on my calendar, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. You can try to call me. If I'm not doing anything, I do answer the phone, but the guaranteed way is just hop on my calendar. As a former professor, I also do office hours once a week where I'm available sitting in my office. And if you want to talk, just jump on the Zoom and I'm there. Every morning you should refresh your green charts, clears out the memory and picks up any updates they've done. Every day, again, good habit is to go back and study the trades that didn't go the way you wanted. By looking at what might have caused the error, we get better. And if we can just, 1% improvement over many, many days, you get very good. So there's information to be gained there. Again, going back to the sports analogies, sports teams have game film. They go back and study it to see what they were doing wrong, to learn from it and improve. Same way here. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. And our indicators are very good at helping us figure out the direction of a move. And if we can figure out the direction of the move, we only really need a couple trades a day to make pretty good money. News, though, does impact currency prices. So we want to know what news events are happening so that we can trade around it. And the place I like to see the news is forexfactory.com. Breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact, I ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I ignore these. Some people pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. These high impact guys I want to trade around. And this morning we've got basically two. One on the Canadian dollar, gross domestic product, and two on PCE price index and unemployment for the USD. So this morning we will not trade the Canadian dollar or US dollar. I don't like to trade within a 2-hour window of this because these numbers are already figured out. They're sitting on somebody's desk and they're just going to be officially announced. People who are connected, the people who officially announce this, find it out a little bit earlier and start trading on it. And it can cause jumps that are different than what the indicators show before the indicators have time to pick it up. So that we don't get caught in a jump, we just ignore it. So this morning we're not going to trade the Canadian dollar or the US dollar. Trade I am going to do, we've got a dozen different signals, and when we work with somebody, we create a trade plan based around your availability to trade and your risk preferences, something that works for you. This is one that I like. It's a 10-point trade signal. And let's take a look. I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart. The chart I'm trading off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of our standard charts. It is a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. In this case, the first chart is all USD pairs. Basically, there's 3 sections of the chart, the TNTs, the majors and minors, and the pressure. And what I am looking for is each of these sections are measuring something different. And when I can get all three to basically kind of agree where the lines are going in the same direction, that's a high probability trade. I start with the middle section, the majors and minors. This red and green line is our major indicator. The black and gray line is our minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. I am looking for situations where the lines either are starting overbought and going down, like here. And then what I'm gonna try to do is ride it through the channel. And you can see, had we caught this 4 hours ago, that was worth 35 pips. On a 1 hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and you can see it here. My sweet spot tends to be 11 pips. If I can get 11 pips, get in and get out, that's a good trade for me. And if I can do that a couple times a day, I'm going to make good money. So here we are oversold. Lines are going down, so that's not what I want. When we're oversold, I want all the lines going up. Euro USD just reaching oversold. Minors are starting to turn, but majors still going down. Pound now. I know I said we're not going to trade the USD, but I still want to go through and look and see if we can find a part of what we're trying to do here is I'm trying to show you what a good setup looks like so that when you see it, you can identify it and take the trade. Oversold, starting to go sideways. Dollar Canadian dollar overbought. Minors are sideways. Majors still going up. Dollar Swiss franc overbought. Majors still going up. Minors sideways. And dollar yen. Majors going up, minors going down. So we don't have agreement. I've cloned this chart and made a new chart with non-USD pairs. Euro pound overbought, but we've got disagreement between the majors and minors. Australian dollar pound overbought. Everybody's coming down. There's 4 things I'm looking for. 1, that we're starting overbought, which we are. 2, that all the lines are going down, which we have. 3, that I've got what I call this double cross where the red line's on top and the black line's on top. And 4, the slope of the green line. I want that better than 45 degrees. So I've got everything I want here. Now, my only issue is we are trading on a 1 hour chart. And on a 1 hour chart, I want one of these markets to be actively trading. Australia and Japan, it's in the middle of the night. So neither of these are actively trading. So this is a good setup. And then I support it by taking a look at what's going on with the next step would be to take a look at what's going on with the TNTs. Thick and thin orange going down, telling me sell. Dotted blue going up. When blue goes up, that means sell. So 3 of the 4. And I've got up pressure, but I got the red line on top. So I've got everything I want here. The problem is the time of day. Since I want to get in and get out within ideally 1 to 3 hours, I want one of these markets to be actively trading. So this is a good signal, but we're not going to trade against it. Euro Canadian dollar overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. Green line is steepness is greater than 45%. Only thing I don't like here, so I've got all 4 elements. Only thing I don't like here is there's a little kink in the line where we're going on the green line, where it's going from more steep to less steep. It's very minor, but I prefer it to be the other way around. Now, our issue here, and if I jump up to the TNTs, thick orange is coming down, 2 blues going up. So again, 3 out of 4 telling me sell. Up pressure, but red's on top. So I've got all my elements. My problem is it's on the Canadian dollar. There's news coming out at 8:30, and we're within a 2-hour window of that. So because of that, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to take a chance. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Nice signal here. Overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross, good steepness on the green line. Green line just entering the channel. Two orange lines coming down, dotted blue going up. So 3 of the 4. I've got sideways pressure. Ideally, what makes it sideways is the green line is going down and the red line is going up. I prefer both going down, but I would spend time investigating this. But again, what's the problem? Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand is near Australia. It's evening in both of these markets. So nice signal, but bad time of day for trading on a 1-hour chart. Pound yen. Overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. Steepness is right at 45 degrees. 2 orange lines going down. 2 blue lines going up. So all 4 here, but I don't have the pressure. I've got up pressure with green on top. I want this. So this is almost ready. This is going to cross soon, but not quite right. In my trading time, I have learned that I don't want almost. I want the elements there. Again, I only need a trade or 2, so I don't want to force it. Not quite ready yet. Other thing I don't like here is how far away the green line is from entering the channel. I like it better when the green line is very close to entering the channel. So when it's up here, it can hang up here for a while. So we're going to pass. Euro, Australian dollar, overbought. Everybody's going up, so nothing there. So we've cloned the chart. We've got another 3. Canadian dollar, yen, disagreement between the majors, minors. Euro, New Zealand dollar, overbought. Everybody's going up. Pound, New Zealand dollar, disagreement between the majors and minors. New Zealand dollar, yen. This is an all right signal. I don't like it when it's been hanging up here for a while, but we've got all the elements we want. Overbought, everybody's going down, double cross, good steepness on the green line. Issue is time of day in these markets. We're trading on a 1-hour chart. We're going to pass. Ooh. Gold Australian dollar. Gold dollar. Now, we probably wouldn't trade this because it's the dollar and we've got news coming up on the dollar. But this is one of the trades that before we came in that I identified that had a good setup. While we've been talking, you can see I dropped some support and resistance in here. So when I was looking at it, it was here. It's already boom. It's shot through the resistance. You might even argue that the resistance line is here. So it came down and bounced. Because it's now it's oversold, so I wouldn't take it. And again, I wouldn't take it because we've got the news. Euro, Swiss franc, overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. 2 orange lines coming down saying sell. 2 blue lines going up saying sell. We've got weak up pressure with green on top. So the red line hasn't crossed over. This is almost ready to go. Just for the heck of it, let's just take a look at Euro, Swiss franc, Euro, Swiss franc. When I see something I like, and I've got at least the 7 elements here, and we don't have the pressure. But if I had the pressure, then my next step would be to go and look at a chart that's showing the 2-hour and the 4-hour, and I want both to be overbought. So the 2-hour is overbought, but the 4-hour isn't overbought. This is telling me they're still up in the move. I want both of these to be overbought, because when these are overbought and I'm trading on the 1-hour chart, if for some reason this signal weakens, I can still pick up the trade off of either of these two, and it'll just take longer to execute, and there's less of a chance. If this is overbought and this is overbought, there's less of a chance that I'll stop out. So we got nothing there. It's getting close to crossing. Let's keep going. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar oversold, going down. Swiss franc yen overbought, going sideways. Euro yen overbought, kind of majors are sideways. Pound Australian dollar overbought, everybody's going up. New Zealand Swiss franc oversold, everybody's going down. So we have nothing. We have just gone through 24 charts with the 10-point trade strategy, and we did not see anything that I thought was worthwhile taking a trade at. We'll take a look at a little scalp trade with a different signal. This is called the thick orange line trade. Again, we can take it off of a 1-hour chart. And what it looks at, basically, is a little scalp trade that you can take when there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour. Right now, there's 8 minutes, but as we go through this, we'll get down to under the 5-minute mark in just a couple minutes. And basically, the thick orange line is a scaled number. So when it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. When it's at 10, it doesn't think there's any more up in the move. There's no more up in the move. That's a good time to sell. However, we don't trade on just one piece of information. We look for, since the chart measures different things, we want a confirmation from a different place. And the confirmation we're going to look for is if this is at 10, that means it doesn't think there's any more up in the movement. We want to see the red line on the major indicator above the horizontal blue line. And we don't have that here. It's down, oversold. Zero. So this is at 0.43. So it can be at 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. And in this case, we're within 1 point of 0. So I look at my confirmation, look where my red line is. He's way below here. So we've got 0.1 and 0.2. When this gets to be under 5 minutes, we are going to take a 5-pip buy. 5-pip buy on the New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. And what you can think of is when the two conditions are met. When the two conditions are met, it's like pulling a rubber band. And when the hour changes and a new candle comes up, you let it go and there's a little snap, and that's worth 5 pips. So we're going to come back to this one. In fact, we'll get it all teed up and ready to go. You can take it in your simulator. So New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. This is a demo account. I don't see New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc here. So we're going to go to File, a new chart. I'm going to go down to the second Forex chart and see if I can find New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. New Zealand dollar, yen. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. We'll open it up. put it to a 1 hour chart. So let's just take a look what the spread is. The spread is just under a pip. If the spread was any bigger than this, we probably wouldn't take it. This is kind of a bigger spread. And so basically we're almost paying 1 pip to make 5 pips, which is kind of a lot. So I'm going to go to a new order. My lot size, this is a demo account. It's trading at 200 to 1 margin. Rule of thumb is to move this decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.37. I'm going to round it up to 1.38. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm just going to take the 1.38 and mark it buy. I'm going to right click, go to modify. And this trade is worth 5 pips, which is 50 points. I just add an extra 0. I click the little blue button that does the math for me. This trade is accurate about 90% of the time. So at 90% of the time, I can use a little stronger or wider stop loss. So I'm going to use 4 to 1, which makes the stop loss 20 pips. 200 points. Click the red button that does the math for me. And I want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So we got in at 47.99. 5 pips is going to bring us up to 48. 48. Click modify. Why aren't we seeing the stop loss here? We got the take profit wrong. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we did. I did the math bad. So we got in at 49.95. So add 5 to the 9 here. So that's going to be 4, 8. 4, 8, 0, 4, 5. 48045. Let's correct that. There we go. That looks better. And we see the stop losses there. Actually, so we took a 5 pip buy on the NZD CHF using the thick orange line with a take profit of 0.48045, 0.48045, and a stop loss of 0.47783, 0.47783. And we're going to expect this trade to close within the next hour. Now, some people on this trade wait until the clock changes, and they want to see this number change by 1. So we'll see that, but let's see if there's any more here. So 8 isn't close enough. I'm looking for 0 or 10. 2 isn't close enough. No. Yes. AUD Canadian dollar. So I've got part 1. We're within 1 of 0, and the red line is past the horizontal red line. Only issue is this is on a news item coming up. So I'm not going to take it even though I have the signal. Let's see what else we've got. 1, nope, I want it under 1. 0, yes, but my red line is on the north side of the horizontal red line. I want this red line down kind of where the green line is. 0.9, yes, but my red line is overbought. So no, I want the red line down here to get that snap. 0.8 or 8's not enough. 7's not enough. 4's not enough. 8.9, almost, but not quite there. I want this better than 9, within 1 point of 10. Red line is there. No, no, yes, but my red line is in the wrong position. I want them down here. No, no, and then on none of the U.S. because we're within the 1 hour, period. And let's take a look and see how this changed. All right, and it changed by more than 1. So we should get this within the next hour then. This should come around. All right, thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you want to learn to trade, you need the right tools and the right mentorship. And the best way is to find somebody who's good at trading and get them to teach you. We will, and we are so confident that we can train you well. We have, we'll let you trade with our money. We've been doing this a long time. We're brick and mortar. We've got actual physical locations. We've got an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. So if you want to get good, it's worth the investment. All right, we'll see you this afternoon. Well, we'll see you at 9:30 when I send out. We'll see if there's a trade set up at 9:30, and then we'll also see you this afternoon for the overnight trade setup. Thanks so much. See you in a few.